Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Copper Coins Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E468, a 2003 Dunbar Cash Vault Service Roll. Hope all is going well today. Getting my cheat sheet up at the moment. Wait for a couple of people to come in. Looks like we've got a fair amount of double die obverses and double die reverses in the rolls. Well, hopefully in the rolls, but available to find according to the website. We got Mohawk, Mickey, and Frostbite. Welcome. We'll go ahead and open this up. Had to start a little early. I got a contractor coming over, get some work done on my house. We'll go ahead and unleash this roll. And we will get it started with coin number 1. For me. Had a catastrophic... Oh, no. Was it your SSD? Oh, boy. Did you have a backup on a drive with all the data and stuff? Hopefully. Turn the light down just a tad. Coin number 2, Carl. Oh boy. Now your BIOS doesn't have a repair button in it. Not that that'll do any good. Dan McCumber, welcome. Little rainy. We're supposed to get afternoon storms again. They are, Frostbite. Mine, ever since it's been new, about every third boot, it repairs it. So most of the stuff I have on 2 drives, like as far as data goes. I keep a regular hard drive that I always back everything up to. But those SSDs sure do make things nice when you go to boot up. It's like you flip the switch on and it's instant. But I do know that they don't like read writes. So if you're writing and deleting a lot of stuff, they don't care for that. Coin 4, Frank. Right. Yeah, I know it sounds old-fashioned, but I always keep extra, physical copies of files. Even on I've got an actual USB hard drive that I back up to about once a week or once a month. Ah, that looks like a little one. Yes, yes. Might be too little, though. Got a little column from the bottom of the foot. Let's see if I can, to about the bottom of the knee. So let's see if we can find that. That's not it. Let's see. That's not it. That's really close though. That could be it. See if we've got it dyed out in front of the beard. Not that I see. So we are going to look at Wexler's real quick and Kaneka's real quick. Uh, 24 on Kaneka. Not in the first 20. All right, not on Kaneka. I'm going to rifle through Wexler. Got muggy weather here today in South Florida. Oh, he's got a lot of them. Partly sunny and 88 right now. Supposed to go up into the 90s and then thunderstorms this afternoon. Have not found it yet. Boy, there's one just like it, but it's further up, further to the north. Alrighty, I'm going to have to probably put this one aside and work on it. But we do have a double die. So the first potential double die goes to Frank. Coin 5, Sirig. Got doubled knees. There's all sorts of different little double dies. There's even a pretty nice doubled FG. Coin number 6, Mickey. Coin 7. Do have a 57p roll coming up tomorrow. Should be about 1 o'clock, hopefully. Hopefully I don't have to start it early. I can keep my schedule going. Might try to do both of them, the 55S also. I don't have them scheduled yet. Is that the same one? Let me look at this. Try to find a marker on this first one. Yeah, that's a slightly different one. This one is, if it's not listed, is probably too small to list. It's definitely too small to list. You can't barely see it. It's literally right there. Trip, welcome. Coin number 8, Dirty Water. You notice I'm checking the FG on these because there is a really nice doubled FG for 2003. Silver Spurs, good morning. How did the coin pull go last night? I didn't get a chance to watch it or even get a chance to log on and say hi. All right, now there's what looks like a pretty good one there. See if we can't figure this one out. Missed it. Yeah, me too. All right, on the... It goes from the hand to the foot. Doesn't seem to be one listed in copper coins. So we will look real quick at Kaneka, because there's only a couple of them in Kaneka. And Oli, oh, wait a minute. Nope, that goes below the foot. Run down Wexler's real quick. It's above the hand. That's pretty close. Don't think that's it. Too far north, too far north. Oops, too far south. What I'm looking at is right here. An extra bulge of the column in the center. Don't see it. Let's see. Oh, I'm almost done. So this could be a new listing. This one is definitely strong enough to list. Yep, don't see it. So we got one for Carl to look into. Coin 10, Sissy. Yeah, I've been struggling with the same thing. I had a bunch of stuff I had to deal with an insurance company, and I had to jump through hoops. Seemed like it was never going to be resolved, and finally it was. And so now I'm dealing with contractors. Left side of Lincoln's hand. Yep. We'll see another one. I'll point it out to you again. Coin for Malcolm. I tried shipping packages. Has anybody tried shipping packages with PayPal today? Keep saying that there's an error and it won't. It says to contact customer service, and when you try to contact customer service, it says that there's an error when you send them a message. So that obviously they've got it turned off. Just was wondering if it was just me or my area, or. But I finally got Malcolm's address and had a package to send him, and it won't let me send a package to him now. Can't create mailing labels. Had that 2 days ago. All right. Did it just clear up on its own? There. This one is, I think, the same as the other one. Let me look. That's a pretty good one. Let me look at this one to make sure. Yeah, this one's minor. This one might not have enough to do it too. But this one is a good one. Let me look again. And I think I'm just going to look at copper coins. Because if it's not, this is what I'm looking at, Frosty. And then the other one was over here on the other die pair. That could be that one. Very, very. That could be the die dot in there. Let me look. definite marker match. That sure does look like it goes down to the... It does. So let's see if we've got a cross, or I'll look at Variety Vista. Nope, don't see it there. Could be 1DR21. That's going to take more investigation. So let me write a note on this one that it could be 1DR21. Pippi Longstocking, welcome. Not on the letter E, but I'll double check that. Let's see. Nope, not on the letter E. Coin 13, T-Rep Adventures. Love to find a double die obverse. There's a couple real fat liberties and dates. Coin 14, Stan. Die crack on the eye. Some plating blisters. Yeah, how are you doing, Dan? You recovering a little bit yet? A little. That's good to hear. It takes time. It takes time. The nerves are probably damaged pretty good, so, but they do regenerate. Yeah, I get that, Dan. And another normal coin. Wow, we've went a while now. Yep, that's how you really tell the difference. You have to turn it to get the light to reflect differently on it. And ultimately, you always see me, I'll pull them off and look at them with a magnifier, because having two separate methods of magnification is definitely a must. The light, it's just impossible to get it perfect. Next we have the coin vault. I always enjoyed looking for these when they first came out. These and the wavy steps were pretty neat. Years aren't the only one, Pippi Longstocking. There's a lot of older people here. When we find something significant, I will stop and roll around it with my cursor. Silver and gold dropped. What is it at today? The last time I looked, I think it was at like 34. And I still think it's going to go back up. But it was due for the big boys to 36. All right. And it was actually down to 36.57. All right. But that's still, 2020 it was $12. Coin Junkie, welcome. How are you doing? We've got a couple of the doubled columns so far, 2 different ones. Well, 3 different ones, but one of them won't be significant enough to list, I don't think. Well, good luck with your endeavors of selling coins. I got a little nice die chip there. Boy, that's neat. Some people say that. I think that it's going to drop down to 34 and then start recovering again. Of course, it might be too late to take profits for the people that were buying. That's the one thing I don't like about contract silver, is it affects the price of physical silver, where physical silver I feel should always have. There's one of, let me get a better view of it. I believe it's the same coin as Carl's coin. You see it right there. Let me check that on Carl's coin. And that is indeed it. Let me see if I can find a good marker. I like it when I have more than one example. That looks like it could be a marker right there. And it is. These little horizontal die stripes, die scratches. So our second copy of this particular double die. Yeah, but that is for Lincoln cents only. You do have to, on the Facebook groups, they're usually pretty specific on what kind of coin you can sell. We have got a lot of pushback from people in the past. Not so much lately. Of course, I haven't been paying much attention to it when their post gets deleted because they've listed, ounces of silver or other stuff. Yeah, that's right, Dan. That's right. Coin 24, Paul Hampton. I am trying not to buy a bunch of coins. I've been doing okay. I bought a bunch of rolls the last couple weeks. But I gotta buy those because that's what we do these things out of. This was from about 2 or 3 weeks ago. These buys, I bought a bunch of them from 96 up to 2008. And then I just bought a bunch of Megrig wheat rolls, which would be pretty cool. I was waiting to hear that, Trip. I was wondering how it went. Was there a lot of good stuff? Mickey probably watched. I know that. Coin 26, Sissy. So hopefully I'll be able to start sending a few packages out here and there over the next couple days. I tried sending a couple this morning. Like I said, I couldn't print any shipping labels. Ton of good stuff. Awesome. That's really a neat deal. And he gets like boxes and boxes of these coins. So it's great. I feel your pain. I just had to sign on the dotted line to get my pool resurfaced. So I won't have any extra money for months now. Frank McCain, welcome. Coin 28, Richard. They'll probably show up though. Misplaced is a lot better than lost or stolen or anything like that. I guess misplaced and lost are the same, but there is nothing worse than having your house broken into and people taking stuff. Coin number 30, Mark Thomas. So not a lot of double dies, but we have a couple. Coin 31, Farm Dog. Oh yeah, I have similar stories. I have similar stories, and it turns out it was somebody in my own family, so. Coin 32, Brad. Good, good. What'd you find, Dan? I love hearing about that stuff. I haven't hunted. I hunted a couple broken rolls of 61 and 57 that were in the rolls that I have that I just got. And that's all I've actually hunted. I'm trying to clean my office and make it to where I'm going to take the guest bed out and put a shipping table in here so I can get all my shipping done in my office. 1mm2, nice. Coin 34. Ah, you're lucky, yeah. You know, they don't know any better, but they do. This was my children's half-brother. And he got hooked into drugs, and I brought the best out in him for sure. And I'm using that facetiously. Fortunately, he's cleaned up his act, so I have forgiven him since then. Yeah, it's possible, for sure, especially if they don't get what they come for. I remember growing up, there was a house on my street, and he was a taxi cab driver. And he literally had change everywhere. And one of the kids in the neighborhood broke in, and they set a trap because he did it like 2 times, and I think he came back the 3rd day, and there was a trap in there, and they caught the kid. So I think you're right. Burglars do, I think, have a tendency to return to the scene of the crime. I don't think it's just burglars, though. I think criminals in general usually return to the scene of the crime. Coin 38. That's awful. That's awful, Trip. And then it does more than that. It puts strain on the family. There's a lot of repercussions that I'm sure. There we go. Another one. This should have the little scratches right. They're there. You can see them right here. So our 3rd one of the double die reverses. Tell them, please. Hold on, I will. Yeah, if you want to get involved in buying spots in the reveals, let me write the thing. Let me move these coins so I don't throw them on the floor. You bet. Oop. Yeah, if you want to get involved, send your name, your YouTube name, and your email address to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. And that gives you the opportunity to bid on auctions that Chuck does, or buy coins for reveals that I do or Chuck does. And of course, that isn't necessary. You are just welcome to just watch and be one of the family. Coin 41. Tomorrow I will be doing a 57p roll. They will be heated up because it is a Meg rig tube, so I've got to heat it up and break them out of the roll before I start broadcasting, because it'll take me a half hour to get them out of the roll. Well, maybe not that long, but long enough to where I don't want to do it online. I am not, Trip. I had planned on it, but I actually have to deal with some contractors this afternoon, and then I got to deal with a contractor real early in the morning. But after that, tomorrow I should be good, so I might do 2 tomorrow. We will have to see. Hot, hot pennies. That's right. The Coin Vault. Welcome. We have found a couple double die reverses. 3 of one, 1 of another. Coin 44, IT. We have kind of exhausted the opportunity to find double die obverses. These obverses are, actually these coins are really nice again. I say that and it got a black spot on this one. All the coins from this deal have been really kind of nice. I think you did. Let's see if I can figure out which it is so you can go back and watch. Let's see if you got one of these. Nope. Let's see. I'm just going to shuffle through. That way I can tell the coin vault what coins he's got. 19 so far. So you might have, 19 and 36 are the coins that were in the roll for you. All right, this is the same one. This I don't think is going to have enough legs to stand on. I'll have to see. It is very, very light right here. This is the same one as coin number 4. But I'm going to have to send that into the tribunal, as I like to call it. And see what everybody thinks, but I have a feeling that that one will get shot down. All over, Trip. I've got some coin dealers that I've known for many years that just, when they get pennies, they just send them to me. Then, coin shops, just various places. Sometimes I not lately, but I used to even buy them off of eBay on occasion. But not so much anymore. It just depends. It's usually opportunity. So just to actually say where is kind of impossible, because there can be many different spots. But most of it, 90% of what I buy, I get through the same half dozen coin dealers. And a matter of fact, some of them, they just throw it in a box when they get it, and they just mail it to me, and then I pay them when they get here. And that goes into having a good relationship with your coin dealer, especially if it's a bigger dealer that really doesn't want to be bothered with stuff like this. They will buy it as a convenience, so somebody doesn't have to go to 10 stops to get rid of all their stuff. And it's just easier for them. They just ship it off to me, and I do what I do with it. But that would be my advice, would be to definitely get a good relationship with a coin dealer that's local or something. And it's not going to happen right away. It could take years. I do. I go to the fun show usually. We usually go to Dalton, Georgia, but we didn't go this year. Well, I guess it's today. There's a few shows that we try to go to. Chuck is really good at that stuff. He does the more. I don't sell anything. I'm kind of a hoarder, but Chuck buys and sells. Is that a bubble? That's a strange looking thing. I don't know if that's a struck through. What would be there? I don't think it's a struck through. Interesting though. And that is it for the roll. I want to thank everybody. You missed that show in Dalton. It's a good show. And that's one of the better local shows that there is, in my opinion. I always score good stuff. And the dealers are always willing to work with you because they don't want to take stuff home. But I want to thank everybody for joining again. 8 likes on my end. Hit that like button on the way out if you would. I surely do appreciate it. And I will see everybody tomorrow on Copper Coins channel. And I'll probably see you somewhere around the neighborhood. You guys have a great day.